Wow, what a crazy game between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Warriors did something that a lot of people did not think that they were going to be able to do. They hung around with the Lakers. Now, unfortunately, the Lakers ended up beating them 103-100 off a freak magic shot from LeBron James throwing up three, and they ended up taking the lead 103-100. Now, the Warriors had an opportunity to come back, but with 2 seconds left on the clock, it was just too much for them to handle. Now, what does this mean for our Phoenix Suns? The Phoenix Suns now have their opponent 4 days from now. First round of the playoffs, Suns versus Lakers. What's going on, AZ Sports Fan family? Thank you so very much for tuning back in. I really do appreciate it. Now, in this video, I wanted to go ahead and talk about a little about the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors game, but nevertheless, we already know who won. The Lakers ended up beating the Warriors. But what I wanted to talk about more than anything is the Phoenix Suns going against the Lakers. This coming Sunday, that is where our playoff starts. Now, I want to go ahead and take it back a little bit here. A lot of fans on my live streams that, when we're doing live streams, watch parties for the Suns and stuff like that, a lot of people were fearing this scenario with the Lakers playing the Suns in the first round. Now, I get it's not ideal, but I really do think we kind of got the, short end of the stick in this whole scenario, because the way that the Golden State Warriors were playing against the Lakers, they were definitely a hard matchup for our Phoenix Suns as well. So I think whoever won, I was going to go ahead and take a look in this coming Sunday and be like, wow, we definitely need to prepare. We need to do this, and that, and we need to figure out exactly how to beat whatever team comes out of this, play-in tournament. Now we got our answer, and it's going to be none other than the Los Angeles Lakers. But here it is. The Los Angeles Lakers now has LeBron James. Now that they have, Anthony Davis, they have all their weapons ready to go and trying to make a push for another championship. Now, one thing as a Suns fan, I want to go ahead and say this up front. I get this is not the ideal scenario, but eventually, in order to be the best, you need to beat the best. And in a lot of people's eyes, it is, the Lakers in this scenario here. So we were going to play them eventually. I get it. I just don't want to hang my hat on, man, we have such a tough matchup. I think Chris Paul said it best when he had an interview with Charles Barkley. It was after one of the Spurs games. Basically, Charles Barkley was coming up and he was basically bringing up the scenario with, if the Lakers end up winning, we're going to play them, and what a tough matchup that's going to be because of the West, this, and that. And what Chris Paul ended up doing was basically interrupting him and said, hey, with all due respect, I've been playing in the West for quite some time, and it's always been stacked. We know what we have, moving forward, and what type of team our Phoenix Suns team is. Yes, it's going to be a challenge, but nothing's changed in the eyes of the Phoenix Suns. We need to take care of business, and if that is going to be the opponent coming up, bring it on. That's all I need to say. Now, if we do end up getting kicked out in the first round, I still think this season is a win. Now, keep in mind, guys, we had a drought of over 10 plus years of not making it to the playoffs. I get, a short-lived, playoff run sucks in a lot of people's eyes, but man, give kudos to where kudos is due, and that is the Phoenix Suns becoming a very laughing stock of a team in the NBA to becoming a contending team. Maybe not this year, but next year. I have faith in my Phoenix Suns to go ahead and beat the Los Angeles Lakers in a 7-game series, but it all comes down to a lot of people saying these things. The Suns do not have experience going into the playoffs, and the Lakers do. So a lot of people are going to give the edge up to the Lakers. I don't care about any of that stuff. I want our Phoenix Suns to obviously play hard. I want the Phoenix Suns to obviously get the win and go into the next round, into the playoffs, and just go that much closer to the ship. But I wanted to go ahead and bring this to everybody's attention. If you did not see that crazy, wild game between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors, what came out of that game is now we have our opponent for this coming Sunday, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'm out. Thank you.